How about the other people who are sleeping in the back? Welcome to the Tribe UG podcast, episode number 4, season 3. As you can see, we've made some changes. That's if you have been watching video and you haven't scrolled through that intro. We've made some changes. We are joined by how can I introduce her? From being but she has been part of this thing. It's just that to the public, she was a guest, but she has been part of this thing from the word go. We are joined by Damzy.
Yep. Hi.
Shout out to EC. And of course, the rest of the hooligans.
Man, we suffer in life.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes guys, make sure you do a reel of just Damzy for EC. Like the whole episode, just Damzy alone.
Yeah, gents.
Yo, what up? Follow the writer here. Welcome to episode 4. And special guest on the pod.
Special guest.
Yeah, special guest on the pod who is now
Okay.
who is now part of the crew. And to our diversity friends, here we are.
Finally, hi guys. I'm so excited to be here. Like, I have been shaking chakras and saying, you know what, these guys will not sleep until they have me on the podcast. So I'm excited to be here. I have a bone to pick, but I think I'll pick it later. Like straight away. I was looking at the intro and it's like, Felix the ninja, Polo the writer, TheCountMarkula, Damzy. It's like I'm a nothing doer. It's like I'm a nothing doer. It's fine. It's fine.
What happened is
Damzy the chakra.
What happened is the producer never sent us stuff. We were just there, the intro dropped in the group, and they're like, next week moving forward, this is the new intro. We had no say, we had no
it's
what.
Okay. I'm just stating it so that you guys are aware, but I'm not a nothing doer.
Well, the TheCountMarkula in the building. You know, we here again. Episode 4, season 3. Man, some people told us, you people, your tribe has no women, but gosh, it's our turn. But no, but like, we're happy to be here with you all again. Thank you for everyone who's been tuning in from the jump, whether it's from season 1 or from episode 1 of this season. So we keep rolling, guys. We keep rolling.
Also, shout out to the people who are sending on 624404. Mark first.
Yes. There are some good people that are giving us some good things on that 624404. That's 624404. Be like them and send some money so Felix can get some shoes. No?
You took it there. You really took it there.
Guys, last time it was a stand, now today is shoes. Very soon I will be unable to afford life. All you have to do is 624404. Apart from that, guys, I want to welcome you back from Meet Guy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw the pictures.
But in the video we did for Instagram and stuff, I'm not in the video.
You're not in any pictures, first of all.
I mean, like 2 photos. What's up, Eric? Chichi.
Interesting. Yes, I didn't realize that.
If anyone is wondering what Ian is on about, 256 Meets and Beats. We had our first edition at the Meet Guy, Wednesday, 31st May. It was a blast. You guys who missed, you missed good things. There were good things there. Good music, good food, good beverages. Good photos by Eric, though he still didn't pick his phone when we called him. But the photos were lit. They were lit. They were like, it was such a good time.
I wouldn't know about the photos.
It was a really, really good event. I think it was nice to put a spotlight on UG music, like 256 music. You see, like Utake night, I don't know what, like, you know, we're always with others. So to have like a UG music only, I think that was really dope. I think there's a moment where there's a chick who was sitting next to us and she's like, oh my God, is that song new? Like there's a song that played and she was like, is that song new? I've just Shazammed it and like...
I was telling him Shazam for me also. Like, in case she didn't trust her Shazam. She was like, I just told him also use Shazam. Like,
so for people to discover UG music,
just didn't have data.
By the way, the people who come to 256 Meets and Beats have data. Please don't talk about our guests.
Shazam for me also. What was wrong with that Shazam? They go to the same server. Like
Ian, focus. People will stop coming because you're telling them how
This is
they
why
don't
you
have
didn't
data.
have pictures from the event.
No, but even aside from that, we had some dope performances. Shout out to Kohen,
Yeah,
Jaycee,
for
Lucas
sure.
Black, the Ninja C, Tucker HD, Rodney. My goodness,
Yeah.
what in the energy was that?
I
It
think
was so dope.
in Rodney's head, he was like at the O2 Stadium, and everyone was there. And you know what? I was there for it. Like I was so there for it. I was so there. Listen, and then he had like backup. And then it was
Yeah. Like the energy was
Definite.
contagious. So guys, don't miss out next time. Every last Wednesday of the month, the meet guy, meaning the next one is June 28th. Yeah, my date
Yeah,
should be
please
correct.
save the date.
Ian's visa got done halfway. So all these things, he's hearing things that he doesn't know about.
What? Guys perform?
So before he comes to the next one, we shall play for him previously.
This is why we got them to do for you a reel, so you could see the real stuff you missed. And Damzy, actually, the last time we had Damzy on the podcast, when she was still a guest before she spoke her promotion into existence. Damzy is really good at this. Like, she spoke her collaboration with Mutono into existence on this pod. She spoke her becoming a member, a fixed member, or into existence on the pod. And man, I remember
Just
that
need that
after
to speak some money into the pod.
Faith,
It's okay.
faith.
It's okay. It's
You
okay.
gotta
There will be money in the
shakara,
podcast. Now that I am here.
and then like
Also,
she also
speak Felix's canvas into existence.
Okay. Wow. Okay, I'll be taking requests. Just send me the list of things.
guys send your request to Damzy in the comment section. But no, she also spoke after the Mutono collaboration. She did mention another one she would want was with Kohen. So when I saw the pictures and I saw Damzy and Kohen together, I was like, has she started her stuff again?
You guys, first of all, I had never met Kohen in person. So for me,
wow.
it was such a fun girl moment because I love Kohen's voice. I love his music. So let me tell you, you guys got my money. Like my money got over.
And actually, with events and with moments like that that I just mentioned, I wanted us to talk to the good people out there. Well, especially as artists. You know, these events, I feel like they're a space, not just 256 meets and beats, but any event that's out
But
there that
especially
celebrates
256 meets and
that
beats.
celebrates Ugandan music. I feel like they're a chance and an opportunity for artists to make some networking basically and make connections for whatever purpose is there to build their career.
Yeah. You know, I definitely agree because you see, to hit up people that have similar interests and try to get some kinds of meetings with them may be almost impossible. But at an event like that, a lot of them are there. You just need to come through, find out who's who do you need to talk to, what do you need here and there. If you need Felix to manage you and buy you some shoes.
What are you saying?
In a setting like that, everybody's there. So you just coming to these events is more like they've put them in one space. So come, who do you want to talk to? A video guy, a marketing guy, photography, a promoter, a DJ. Find them. You don't even need business cards. You just swap contacts. Or if you have the new iPhone, you just tap and give them your contact.
The way you were wearing pum pum shorts and you're attacking my sandals. And you're attacking my sandals.
Wow.
I think also beyond like the networking
I
opportunities.
thought beyond the pop-up.
I'm moving far away from that, by the way. But beyond like networking opportunities and being able to like just form those connections, important connections, I think for me, I find it really dope when artists become personal with their fans. Like just me meeting Kohen, you guys, I'm sorry. Like there will never be a bad Kohen song. Like also because he's such a great person.
Yeah.
So I think just when the artist is able to come close to their fans and just have that personal interaction, I think it does a lot for you as an artist because then people think about you beyond your music, which I think is such an important thing.
It's that connection that makes so many of these. There's so many artists out there where guys connect on that deeper level because they've seen something. They've had a moment in your head. It may be a nothing because you just greeted and went away. But Ian still tells a story to this day of I was with my young brother and we met in Navio in the supermarket like forever ago.
So
but it's just those moments that you get, and I feel like it's really dope.
There's even when I met the Myth in a studio back in the day, I wanted to take a photo, but
when
my
Ian was
BlackBerry
still
had no
rapping,
battery.
or whatever he was calling it.
And then he was such a giant. I'm small there with microphone. I'm like, how do I ask for a photo?
Not working phone.
I've never forgotten. So yeah.
Up now you are still small, but anyway. So these events, what do you guys want to see that is not happening at this event at the moment?
We want to see artists who are wearing shoes. But also, you see, as an artist, I feel like at these events, you need to have a checklist of contacts you don't have because everybody's there. As an artist, you're supposed to have a marketing guy, maybe a photographer, videographer, and I want to see artists actually take that opportunity to grow their contacts because I don't like hearing or even seeing someone has performed somewhere, they have lousy photos, but you're at an event last time, Eric was there, he has nice photos. Why aren't you making that connection? Like, why aren't you improving your craft?
What if Eric is not affordable? or he didn't pick your phone?
Or he did pick your call. I was waiting to say
Guy. I'm sure he can recommend. He can recommend a protege.
I know a cheaper guy.
I know a guy who can do it for cheap.
Exactly.
No, but like, where I'll agree with you is there certain things. For instance, a number of the artists I saw, they'd heard me talk about Deejay Jefas. Shout out to Jefas. They'd heard me talk about him and how he supports, aside from being dope in all these other genres he plays, he's very good at fixing in a Ugandan song here and there. Like, hey, I'm a piano set, let me throw in hey, I'm in an R&B set, let me throw in this Ugandan. So I like that he does that. So I'd been mentioning it, and I mentioned once to a number of artists like, Jefas, and they're like, are you sure? And now when they were there, they got that experience, and I'm like, in these similar events and in these moments and in these settings, it would be good for people to take that contact for, like I'll give an example, DJ Boogie. I keep seeing him tweeting, Mwe, I'm seeing your releases, but my email is not, you get, this is someone who plays stuff for that's supporting Ugandan artists, and DJ Boogie is tweeting. I see every now and then, I'm like, Mwe, I'm seeing the releases, but the email, it's the one in the bio, it's the one, use it. And for me, that's the thing. If the guy is going to be the one supporting you, make it easy for him. Meet each other halfway. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
Kohen was there with his team, premiered the song. Of course, it came out a week later, 9th, yeah. So it's really dope when such moments, and that's how you benefit from each other in those moments. And it's clearly an easy avenue.
I think additionally, because I saw someone ask a question, when the reel was posted, someone was like, oh my God, what's this song? Right?
Yeah.
The soundtrack to the reel.
Yeah.
I think maybe one thing that can be incorporated into the event is like, segments where we talk about actual new music and like introduce this new music to people because, I think it's dope for people to learn and discover this music. Like beyond Shazamming, like especially if an artist is present, it would be nice to give them a spotlight.
Yeah. Actually, something on that you've mentioned, and I'm like, phew. When I saw the reel, I was ready to listen to the song because we've seen, of course, even some pro-Ugandan music events where you check the reel after and it's some piano jam, some.
I remember. there was that one show.
That one show.
But so it's moments like that, and you see a lot of back and forth on the socials, guys complaining. But that's the thing. No one is going to say, oh my God, why did you use that guy and not me? Yeah, next time we'll use yours. And you can't use all of them. So next time you'll check. And for those that missed, please, it's very simple. DJ Jefas uploaded a teaser mix for you guys to enjoy what you missed in the 256 Meets and Beats. Like a sample one time. So check it out. Check out DJ Jefas on Mixcloud and get the good music. Guys, I have a question for you, but Felix, I see you raising.
No, you can ask your question.
Yeah, I have a question. At some of these events we go to, we see, whether it's an artist show for releasing a project or whatever, we see CDs being sold or given out or whatever the plan is. What do you guys, it's 2023, what do you think about CDs? Do they still have a space where they're relevant, or do we think they're extinct?
Let's start with Ian.
Well, CDs.
Not those ones.
Not the one Felix was talking about earlier from the pharmacy, but I don't know. I feel like their era is done because how many of your laptops have CD players? How many of you still have DVDs at home? How many of you? Yeah, we still have CD players in the car, but it's moments like this when you remember that it's there. So when you're selling music and it's on a CD, I feel like besides just buying it for keeps, we won't listen to the music. I remember it was it Play who did flash discs?
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, that made more sense because you can plug into your laptop or even in your car. That's easier. That you're moving with the times. But if you're selling a CD beyond just us buying to put some cash in your pocket, we'll never use them. We'll never play them. So besides the sentiment of I have it, I think it's extinct and we need to move past it. Like we need to... You'd rather sell me a T-shirt, honestly. Because if it's about keeping and remembering your project, you'd rather sell me a T-shirt.
I agree, but I also disagree. For me, and this is my own biased personal opinion, I think it depends on the genre of music. You will not sell me an Amapiano CD. I will not buy it, right? But if you're talking like R&B and like, I feel like music where you really need to connect with lyrics, for me, I think I would buy a CD.
To play it where?
To play it in my car, but also because like that's for me, that's my kind of music. Like that's something I can keep, and it's like a memorabilia or like a token or something. Because I know I'll be able to get the music online or whatever. But like specifically for like that kind of music that I feel is very personal music, I still think it's a good thing. I think it's the kind of thing that your very loyal, very personal fans are going to buy. So if I do have an event, I can have like a few pieces there. And it's a good way to make money anyway. So your loyal fans, the people who are, who consider your music very close to them are going to buy it. And they're probably it's going to mean something to them. So I think it's a good to have. But obviously with the digital era and everything, things are changing. But I think it's still a good to have, especially if you are not doing Amapiano.
Felix? I know you like to dodge the question.
Of course, I agree with guys who have spoken before me. The panelists before me. I don't want to say it's a double-edged sword, but if you look at it, first of all, we have to ask ourselves, who are the fans that you are targeting, right? There's also that. There are guys... I don't know if alien skin people are there, or if they buy CDs, but I don't believe they go to those small kiosks and they're like, hey, burn for me a CD of like these songs, and then you give them to me.
No, nowadays, do flash disc or put on my phone or something.
No, that's you, Ian, the privileged person.
Because even downtown there, you see those ads. Okay, I've never
because
been downtown in a while.
You see
those ads of bring your phone and we download for you music. Blah,
yeah,
blah,
but
bring
but
your
you also
disc.
see guys selling CDs on the street.
Yeah,
so I don't
both.
think
Movies,
that
what?
segment or that market is
Who
gone.
still uses a DVD player at home?
Ian,
People.
you are privileged.
It's not about privilege.
You are privileged, so it's okay for you to speak like that,
No.
and I understand it. But you need to remember.
Are you talking to Mutono fans or are you talking to alien skin fans?
Everyone.
Which
All of them.
Mutono fan
All of
has a
them.
DVD player at home?
All of them. Mutono fans. I don't know Mutono fans. Except apart from Mark.
Baba Mutono fans, we are sorry.
But no.
In case you feel disrespected.
But no, it's like this. We need to remember that.
Yeah.
Like who is the artist selling to? But then also you have to see it from the artist's side that is trying to make money.
You have a Taka HD CD at home.
July.
When did you last play it? You don't have a DVD player, but you're wearing this T-shirt.
No,
But that's the thing. That's what I was saying. It might not necessarily be because you want to play
Yeah.
it, but like
Yes.
that means something
Yes.
to you.
Okay.
Why
But-
are you
but-
littering in
I
your
have
house?
But-
a Vita CD. I have.
but also for context, currently, CDs were brought to replace cassette tapes and vinyls.
Yeah.
But as we speak right now, vinyls have shot up in sales more than anything.
And
you can
they're
hang it on your wall.
And they are coming
expensive.
back.
Yeah. So Anyway, so like I was saying, I don't think CDs are extinct or they should be removed because people have purpose for it. I think it's still a great way for an artist to make money. And for me as a fan, if I'm a super fan, that's something I would want.
Sell me a branded flash disc. Even after I've deleted your music, I'll still use it to transfer movies. I will remember you.
Then it gets corrupted and you lose everything.
But after how long? But don't give us those cheap ones. Give us.
See, now you're asking for a lot. I feel like now you're asking for a lot.
You know those flash discs of 10 GB you plug in 1.2.
But Ian, where have you been shopping?
I know, right?
Same place he bought his shorts.
Yeah, but I think from a business perspective, I would say
Yeah, because
as
also
an artist, go ahead and have some CDs.
yeah,
If
you
you
have to have
want to have
CDs
them.
because
Yeah.
also let's say you sell a CD at 30k. How many streams are you going to do? You have to pile up to make 30k.
But you can easily sell a t-shirt for 30k as well.
You can do both.
We are not saying don't do teas. We are saying
I'm not going to buy your CD.
We're
and your
justifying
CD.
You
Yeah,
want.
you want, but I
Someone
will.
else
You're not the
will.
target audience for the CDs.
Correct.
yeah.
But for me, t-shirts,
But that's for
jumpers,
you.
I will buy. CDs,
Ian, it's like telling people.
They should make trousers for you.
But actually, speaking of that, Ian has mentioned T-shirts and merch as an option. We're looking at those tangible assets that an artist can maximize sales on and stuff like that, right? Because of course, streams are streams, but sometimes we can see Spotify exposes the numbers. Others we don't see what's going on. But like, there are those items you can sell. You can sell a T-shirt. You can sell, like you're saying, merch of different kinds.
shoes.
Shoes. Yeah. But like, yeah, how do we think our artists can better? Because I feel like I look back, like even now, let's say if we're looking out there, we hear this artist has this one has that in terms of the different merch sources, let me say.
Yeah.
Different clotheslines and things like that. But how often do we hear of something here in UG that actually, I want to say not takes off, but like that's actually kept going? Because sometimes someone starts it as, hey, let me make the count shirt. And then I just stop after the first batch because I was just doing it because I'm supposed to like tick that box or something like that. And then we look back and if I'm thinking, I've seen the Nav Corp stuff take its, last, the Mason So UG, Flex with Rapaholics where Tucker has the HDs and the Vrooms.
Ethan Music, I think, did merch as well.
Ethan.
Yeah.
There's even
Naxa
the one
Apparel.
I'm wearing, but the tag is at the back, so you can't see it. But
Which one is that you're wearing?
Look how much.
Is that
it's also match.
Eric Sek?
It's just here at the back. You can't see it, but
Eric Sek match. But I don't know, like what do we think about the ways in which, or the reasons, or like what's going on? Like why is it that it's just a few that stay around as if, or that keep getting pushed? And why?
Also, as if I'm on to you by Sylvester.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvester and Abrams.
Yeah.
So there's need for. So I'm going to speak from someone who tries to buy merch, right?
Right.
There's need for self-awareness. By that I mean from the artist side.
Yep.
Because sometimes you make this dope merch, but then you put a price tag that your immediate core fan base can't afford.
All right.
Because all these things, especially when it comes to music and everything that trickles down from music, we spend on it depending on how our disposable income is. Like after I've taken care of the basics, that's rent, food, things like that, whatever stays, then I can think of probably passing by Meat Guy, probably buying a Jefas tea or a Takad HDT. So what that means that you the
buy a
person...
Taka tea, but you can't buy shoes.
Eh? I can't buy shoes. I know. I bought colorful stockings. So
That's a house of Penda.
yeah.
Pendagon.
So the whole point is the point I'm trying to make is when you make these teas, the thing you have to think about other fans and what they can afford. It's the same thing when it comes to events. The ticket prices, can they afford ticket prices that you're going to put? Probably I want to buy a tea for me and my chane. Can I still
Chane.
Can I still manage to live through the month if I spend on your stuff?
But you're single, Felix.
So,
we're
yeah.
using examples you can't relate to. Me and my channel. Which channel?
The one watching, I have to give her hope. She's the one. But yeah, when it comes to match, that's what I feel like. And then also the other thing is reliability. When you source a service provider who is probably going to give you these t-shirts or who is going to do the printing, you have to make sure the person is reliable, because sometimes you may order for a t-shirt and then the guy tells you, yeah, we can deliver within 3 working days, and months later you don't get the
3
t-shirt.
working months.
Yeah.
but I do agree with some of the stuff you've said there, especially the pricing thing and the reliability. For the pricing, it's, you know, I once told someone, like, she used to see me walking past her shop to the next shop. The other guy was just a guy we had met because he's always done good business and we've watched his business grow and stuff like that. Hers, we're in school together and we knew each other personally and we have mutual friends.
Would you pass like this?
No, I tell you, know me. I have to be like, yeah, come see you. But like now, we got to a point where it's like, but Mark, you're always supporting the other guy, but you're not supporting my business. And I looked at it and the pricing in her situation, and I told her, but listen, your business doesn't support me supporting you. Like, there's just
Help me,
help you. but like, no, like, you get to a point where, like, it doesn't make sense. And I'll tell people this, it doesn't matter. It's not about, you know, it's like going to, let's say, a restaurant or a bar, and this, suppose the brand names, this drink that we all know that's like this, it costs about this much, and everywhere it's, let's say, in the bars it's, let's say, 90K, but your bar has it at, let's say, 200K. It's not about not wanting that thing, but I can't, even if you give me how much, I can't buy that drink at that price because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I'll buy another one where it makes sense. Like, even if I'm spending that same 200, I'd still rather buy another one than that one because it doesn't make sense. And it's the same thing with the pricing. Like, let's say you have 2 events on the same day. You have Kenneth Mugabe at Zone 7 at 20K, and on the same day you have new artist X at location Y at 50K, or another artist has the 50K but including the CD, you know, or something. You know, we want something that makes you, that's got something that, like a cocktail. Like, you know, where you feel like, you know what, the extra money was for my cocktail. But when it's just a blank thing and you're like, it has to be easier for me to support you. That's too much work. Like, it's not that we're not willing to pay such an amount, because again, some people say, yes, but when this, you know, Boys to Men tickets have sold out and they're this much.
Bruh,
you get what I'm trying to
Boys
say?
to freaking Men.
I get when people say such stuff, it's that you really have to look at things and put them into perspective and put them in their right space. Like, we've talked to an artist where he was having a conversation about discrepancy in pricing for artists, let's say, sorry, in payment for artists, saying, like, why must Chameleon get this much, yet us in the, these ones get less than one? Do you know how long Chameleon has been in the game and what he has done to get to Chameleon, to be Chameleon, or to be whoever is up there?
Beating the competition and stuff.
I think, for me, for merchandise, I think as an artist, you need to be intelligent about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just deciding that because I am Damzy, you guys must buy Damzy t-shirts.
Buy the t-shirts.
Yes, some people might
buy the bugs.
Some people might, but some people won't. I think the decision to add merchandise should be a very smart decision, because merchandise is not going to be your source of income, right? Let's say, for example, you are, you have a concert, you have something happening. That's a good opportunity too.
Yes.
Like, all these other things considered, price, but you need to make sure your merchandise is, like, it's a strategic decision. You can't just say, please, I am cool, have. Come and buy my stuff. No. You have to be strategic about it. Sometimes you will put out a song and maybe like a phrase or like something comes out of that song and becomes a popular thing that people are saying.
Yeah.
You need to be able to be intelligent enough to take that and monetize it through merchandise, right? So like alien skins, City of Danger. Like right now, everyone speaks like that. If he put out t-shirts in this opportune moment, given the drama with, the other guy, I'm sure he would make sales. You get, so merchandise needs to be a strategic decision that you make. Definitely price matters, but I think for you to be able to also push merchandise well, you need to be strategic about where you place it. I've been looking at that t-shirt and I want one. You get what I mean? So like place your products in places where people are going to see them and want them. So it's not just a matter of let me do, but also like make dope shirts, like
But
give
also,
us good quality stuff.
I've always had an issue with merch. Because it's
This is a guy who was pushing for match.
no, hold on. I'm a merch guy over CDs any day. Please sell me that t-shirt. Keep your CD. But you see, I always feel like I don't know if it's just me. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Just listen.
Okay.
I feel like artists need to learn to diversify the merch. But that can only happen if there is some sort of I don't want to call it a united place where they can make orders for merch. But for example, I don't see why it has to be t-shirts, jumpers, and maybe shoes for Felix. But I don't see why it has to be t-shirts and jumpers and sweaters and whatever. Because I feel like if artists, let's say you're an artist, you're planning a show and it's during the rainy season, there's a chance it might rain, might not rain. Why isn't there much for umbrellas? But the thing why I'm saying they need like a central place where they can sort of make their orders is because there has to be the demand for that particular type of merch for you to go out and order 500 custom umbrellas. If you're doing a concert and there's a show, why aren't you giving out custom, I don't know, power banks?
This is the problem.
Why?
This is the problem with our corporate world. They give you free umbrellas and then
The
all of a
guys
sudden
will give you a corporate package.
No.
Umbrella, power bank.
Yeah, I don't agree.
No, because
I don't agree.
I'm not going to wear your t-shirt every day. I don't care.
That's the
I
thing.
don't
But
wear
you see,
branded
as an
clothes because I don't want to advertise.
as an artist, there's an element of cool that I need to maintain.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like,
But
I'm not going to be
whip out
unless I am giving out umbrellas and power banks for free. First of all, those like power
Cost.
banks are quite expensive
Cost,
to
Yeah,
do.
the cost of production.
These cheap rubbish ones they sell on.
Yeah,
want
and then
rubbish?
you get the rubbish one, then you
You
come
want
here
to
and
buy the
start
rubbish.
rubbishing that rubbish one on the podcast.
a rubbish
There is
thought.
no way.
It's a rubbish thought. It's a rubbish thought, and you're a rubbish person.
I think artists should stay away from
rubbish.
becoming-
Sorry.
should stay away from becoming corporate brands.
no.
They're
No,
not.
you see-
They're social brands.
Yeah, they're social
This is
brands.
a problem
but
with stitching your shirts. Buy ready-made stuff.
That flow is going
Now he stitched his shorts at home. Now he thinks he can lecture people on products.
No, you see, I think where I'm coming from, it's they have to diversify the merch. Because t-shirts and jumpers, I know that's what moves, but how often am I going to wear your t-shirt or your jumper? Okay, I wear the t-shirt more than the CD, but how often am I going to wear your t-shirt or your jumper?
But that's the thing is when you're picking up the
Wait,
t-shirt,
yes, Luca.
if you're going to pick up the t-shirt from your closet, you should.
No, Mark is a problem, not me. Mark is a
You're a
problem.
rubbish person.
Ian, I'm saying if you're going to pick up that t-shirt from your closet, you'll actually think about it. Like, it won't be just, I want the yellow shirt. Like, say, oh, let me put on my Taka shirt, right? When you're holding that umbrella, you'll be like, it is raining. I don't want to get wet. Like, there will be no connection.
There'll be a connection.
No.
I'd rather carry a Taka umbrella
So- so-
than an
so let me
Airtel
ask-
umbrella.
So let me ask.
No,
Because
Airtel, but you can still give me umbrella.
part of merch is the promotion bit that comes with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm wearing a Taka HD thing, that means Taka somehow is going to be on the top of your mind when we live here. Somehow, somewhere. So you want someone to invest in an umbrella that is probably going to be used like 2 times in a month.
But umbrella can last how many years?
Yeah, but it's not going to be
do
out
what
there
it's
to
supposed
push the
do.
brand.
It's not going to be pushing you as an artist.
Okay, not necessarily umbrellas. Maybe umbrellas
I
where
feel like Ian just needs an umbrella. I feel like I'm going to buy you an umbrella.
Ella.
I think I'm going to get you an umbrella.
no, but I feel like they need to
I think the point is they need to get more creative about
No,
Yes.
getting
what
creative
they're
is
doing.
okay
Yeah,
because
but-
you can do, let's say, like headphones, but the issue is
Yes.
the issue is cost of
Even
production.
Felix without his shoes get it.
Cost of production
Cost.
is the main issue. For example, let's say no one should take this idea, but let's say the tribe chooses to partner with House of Panda to do exclusive shades.
Hey.
We've copyrighted the idea.
Okay, it's not copyrighted, but you get the point. Let's say we partner and we're like, okay, we're going to do an exclusive design of shades or whatever it
With a
is.
limited number.
Yeah, a
for
limited
whatever,
number.
whatever.
So there we have to think about the cost whereby the tribe pockets some money and also House of Panda takes some money home, whereby it's a win-win situation.
Right.
But that means that the person who is going to suffer the most is the person we are going to sell these shirts to, because they are going to be quite expensive.
Yeah,
You
target
understand?
audience.
They're going to be quite expensive, and someone will be like, you know what? I'll wait when your entire collection is done. I buy my normal pandas and I
But
move
it's the
forward.
same. It goes back to the same thing about CDs. Even for merchandise, there is a target audience. Do you get? Like, there are people who say, t-shirt your artist or something
But
like, I'm not gonna buy it.
But also, the tribe cannot make sheds. We went to an island. We're investing in this pod, and do you think they're going to be cheap? Like, really? Target audience.
You're really
Let me tell
making
you.
my point.
Let me tell you.
No, I'm telling this
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
No, let me tell you. If you make shades and your immediate people like Eric or Bruce Melody can't afford them, then that means they are expensive. When you make something, your immediate people should be able to afford
it's the
it.
same thing we've
That's
said
how I see
with
it.
events. Remember that one Mutono event somewhere that we went for? And we're like, you see, the average Mutono fan or peer or whatever is really not going to be able to sustain themselves in this place. Remember, we were there and we're eating and we're drinking and we know, but we're looking and we're like, yeah, but this pricing and this setup, it may be a bit complicated for some young fan out there. And that's the thing about, like, if the direct people that are about you and your brand cannot benefit or cannot be a part of it in that way, then you're failing them.
That-
but
that-
if you
that
want
part
to
I
be a
agree.
part of the podcast, one thing you can always do is send some money to 624404. That's 624404. You said that I'm auditioning to
All
be.
amounts are accepted.
Yes,
5K,
of course.
10K,
Any denomination,
100K, 1
even
million.
any currency. If you
Yeah.
want to sell it, send us money in dollars.
So everyone is the target
do
market
it.
here.
Do it. Do it.
Find merch and stuff that is.
But anyway,
applicable
back to what
all your
we're saying,
fans.
guys. I think with all these things, again, it is target audience, right?
Yes.
Because I can make an exclusive, maybe bomber jacket, right? And maybe my normal audience can't afford it, but I'm trying to tap into an audience that can.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why I said with merchandise, you need to be intelligent
But
about
how do you
it.
how do you gauge the affordability? How do you gauge the target?
I mean, we kind of know on average how much is a t-shirt.
There was
40, 50, 60.
So if I'm selling a t-shirt of 150, you're not the target audience if
course
you buy
not.
yours at 40.
Of
You get what I
course
mean?
not.
But if I'm gonna sell
120k for a t-shirt.
if I'm gonna
Yeah,
sell
started.
a
He's going to
120,
start.
150k t-shirt, I'm going to make sure that it is like
But a 150k
there was
t-shirt.
Yeah, I thought he's gonna get stuck.
there was
You know what, Ian? I think I know why Ian hates CD. It's like a broken CD. Guy just says there, skip it.
Wait,
there was a study.
if I'm paying you 150k for a t-shirt,
There was a
it
study.
had better wash itself. 150k.
150k.
My mother was a study.
They have saved you.
do you
took
not
money
respect
for
people
pairs
who
of
shop
shorts.
from Woolworths?
Yeah, this guy. What?
Do you not respect people who shop from Woolworths? Anyway, over to
Target
you.
audience.
Phil. Exactly.
May I just pass by?
You look at
They
yourself
just-
in the camera.
They need to give you backcloth material. You make more shorts. But anyway, there was a study. Yeah, they were trying to find out how can you price art. Like it was a museum, and they were trying to find out like how can you price art. And what the person told them was like, look, what you guys should do is leave it up to the people who are coming to enjoy this art. Like people are coming to the museum to see the art. And it was found out that when they did that, like leave alone setting the price at that door, when they did that, they found that people are willing to pay 4 times more than the normal price.
Yeah.
So that is to say that is something to consider, whereby like let's say you do your match or you do your event and you'll be like, hey,
what you want.
Ian, how much are you willing to pay to come see me perform my music or see me perform my new EP? Shout out to Mutono. We need another EP.
Yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah, but that's something to look at.
Yeah, makes sense because I've seen software that's free, but you pay what you want. And I usually don't pay, but
Of course.
if I had the money, I'd pay more than the least amount.
Ian has a problem with his
Probably if you had cargo shorts, you had pockets where to put the money. But now,
My God.
Too much violence on here.
Do you know why you can think on your feet? Because you don't have shoes.
Are you guys
I had a joke to follow up with that, but I figured I would cancel us.
Well, we have just checked some boxes and now you want to check us backwards. But Mama, I know people have been stressing Ian and Damzy for their twinning and Felix for his not having shoes. Mama Felix, your socks are twinning with Damzy's glasses, so at least there's a connection.
You know, we need to bond with a new host. So.
But one way or another, we shall make it work. Damzy, hey, you're worried.
Listen, when you start like that, I'm like, okay, let's go.
I said Damzy.
Let's go.
Damzy, I just randomly want to ask because a lot of us have given over the last couple of episodes, we've talked about some certain musics here and there that we might have enjoyed. Whether old or new, or what's something UG that's been on Damzy's playlist recently? I just want to know.
A whole lot of Kohen Jaycee. A whole lot of it, by the way. A whole lot. I'm not even kidding. Like, and because I've heard him sing live, I'm like, oh wow. Like it is exactly as you hear it live. Like it's amazing.
Ian can't relate.
It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so a lot of Kohen Jaycee, a lot of just like UG R&B, Chimera, you know, just people who are singing lyrics that I understand and that I can listen to and feel a certain type of way because I am such an R&B person. So yeah, a lot of like the R&B UG music.
What of you, Ian? What have you been listening to?
That Kenneth Mugabe and Never song.
Oh yeah, you've been posting it a lot.
Every time I listen to that song, I look at my wife and I'm like, we should do this again. It's such a lovely song.
You don't need to buy more CDs. V, I'm sorry.
Thank God these people don't watch. They just listen.
No, but it's such a beautiful song, and if Felix pays me enough on my wedding anniversary in August, I'd want those two to come and perform because it's such a powerful, meaningful song, and you wouldn't relate because you're single, but it's such.
But there's a chane.
Well, I wouldn't relate to an anniversary, but
No, so of course a whole lot of that. I think it's my most played song ever. I listen to it every time, and all this new music guys are putting out. Oh, and Navio's "Let's Do It." That's my track.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you, sir? Without shoes?
Down the line, please. Let's complete it down the line, sir.
City of Danger.
I don't even know what it is, but like
City of Danger. No, this entire FOMO I had to listen to City of Danger, but yeah, Ninja C sent us a song, Munachalo. So I've also been bumping that.
Because you're one.
Yeah. Let me see, who else was I listening to the past couple of days. I've also been listening to some Taka.
Because it doesn't have a car.
Some Sean Main.
okay.
And then
Sean Main.
Called Tina.
And then for purposes of being politically correct, some again by Mutono and Damzy.
So you're just,
We
it's
thank
just
you.
a gimmick.
Huh?
We thank
It's not
you.
just a gimmick. It's just that you have to put your people on. Every time you get a chance, you have to talk about your people.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
like some people.
But also
who wrote
speaking
the
of Mutono, every time that people's song plays, regardless of where I am, I always look out for that verse.
You know what's funny is Jefas is usually playing the Mutono version, and of course people be there in the what's that? You know, like guys, you see people's reaction. It's always interesting to see. What was funny is a certain recent night that could have been the last one. He was playing and. He didn't have his usual collection because he had an issue, and he played the original version. And I look up and I just see him nodding like he was so heartless. He's not playing what he wants to play, and it was just like it's quite interesting. And I
Yeah, but
always
it's
find
really
that such a dope thing.
It's really
like,
dope.
when
It's
we
really
have-
dope.
Me on mine. Yeah, it had been a while, so I decided to revisit my Kenneth collection, especially live stuff, because he does have a live album on the streaming platforms. And they're just within things. And actually for performers, and these are the things where we say, who are you listening to? You're a singer, who are you listening to as far as the artists that have done what you're trying to do? Why I'm saying that is I listen to those live performance things by Kenneth, and there are ways where he's doing a song that no one knows. It's the first time he's performing it. It's days after the album has come out, but he's bringing people into the performance. Like, I know you guys don't know this song, but he does like a something to, and then by the time the hook comes back or that part comes back, they're all singing along because he's found a creative way to reel them in.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a dope thing, and I feel like it's something that as an artist I would love to pick up on.
Kenneth
and learn.
really knows how to work a crowd.
Yeah.
Like you are part of his performance,
Yeah.
which I think is such a dope thing.
I actually remember listening to the album one of the first times with producer Hassan from the family. And there's a song that played and I'm like, this take me back. Like, and I'm like, you can hear, like, he's done this intentionally. Like, he's actually done this song to be able to perform it with the people. You get, like, you can tell, and you're like, this is intentional.
Kenneth, if you watch this podcast, that song of his on the album, I don't know if it's called, I don't know what the title
Ankuba,
is.
I know that's what you
Not
want.
Ankuba, the other one about
Njovu.
the elephant fighting.
Njovu, what
The
a
Njovu
song.
song. I have specifically written a short movie with that song in mind. So whenever I'm
Yeah,
ready,
how
I'll
many
ask the
things
boss
I've
man to
written?
clear it.
How many things
wow.
have Ian written? Like the Abasa thing with Kohen.
No, those are concepts. Those are not written.
His elephant is like the one that of Arsenal, the one that failed.
No, but
so
last
that's not
time
a joke
for,
that is written. It's a rumor.
for Larry's video, you didn't get a slacker. After promising, you didn't get a slacker.
Okay. I couldn't get you a car because you don't have your cash show yet.
But Kenneth, yes, I'll ask the boss man to reach out.
Where were all these questions leading to, Mr. Bakbayaja?
This
Well, I
was
just wanted to
wasting
know.
our time.
I think some people, you see, listen, one of the reasons why we did 256 Meets and Beats is we hear and we talk about music, and guys are like, who's that? What's that? I mean, we've mentioned Kenneth now. I remember Dennis, who is an artist, talking about, oh my God, I heard the way you guys talked about Kenneth on the pod. I went and checked it out. Oh, we have a lot of people who be like, man, when I'm on you guys' pod, I'm like this, like writing down the artists I need to check out. So I did that just for the people to see what we would say and what someone out there might pick up on. So guys, go check out that Kohen, that Kenneth, and that Tucker HD, Sean Main. Who else did you? Ninja C, Munachalo. That again by Mutono and Damzy. Yes, this Damzy.
Let's do it by Navio.
Let's do it by Navio.
And City of Danger.
City of Danger. and Kenneth's live album on the streaming platforms. Small free playlist.
Okay, so to avoid any more violence on here, maybe, hopefully, I want us to do something a little lighter.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a good way for people to get to know.
As light as Felix without shoes.
See, this is what I was trying to run away from. Like I said.
I thought, no.
I know as light as me without trousers.
No. Actually, I wasn't going to say that. I thought you were going to say as light as Felix and the fluorescent tube, but it's okay.
What?
Are you guys done with this nonsense?
But, go ahead.
Anywho, so I want to pose a few somewhat existential questions. Somewhat, right?
Light but existential.
Yes, just so we see how you guys think, and just to
Rubbish. We have already seen.
So I'll start on a light note, right?
Yeah.
Hear me out. Would you rather have more time or more money?
Give me bullion any day. Any day, give me bullion. We can create time once we have bullion.
Okay.
Give me time.
Give you time. Why time?
Yeah, you thought it was going to be easier.
Because even currently, so many things I'd love to do, but I don't have the time. I feel like if I had the time, I'd do them and make the money.
Okay.
Yes, that's like Tata Luka, but it's okay.
Mark, more time, more money.
Money. I'm looking for some money.
As always.
That is really, yeah. Like definitely, like right now, like the good people of Nihati, we are here. We need some ranch after. Them spicy chicken wings won't eat themselves, and they won't pay for themselves either. So
Okay. Okay. I mean, I think I'd rather have more time.
You see, parents.
Yes.
Time.
That's actually true. I was going to say that's actually the reason why.
Parents whose babies are born a week apart.
TMI. Moving on very simply. Okay. So let's make it a little bit harder.
Yeah? This was not hard enough.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, wow.
Would you rather
Hey.
save 10,000 people? So let's paint a scenario. 10,000 people are at risk of death.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to be morbid, but would you rather save 10,000 people, but no one ever gets to know that you're the one who saved them? Or would you rather 10,000 people are going to die, but everyone knows you could have saved them and you didn't?
Fuck them niggas. No. I want that time, because that time it takes 70,000 people. I want that time. Not because I want to be known. I just want that time. Because 10,000 niggas is a lot. It's quite a lot. I'm not Jesus.
Okay, so you don't mind people knowing that you could have saved them, but you didn't.
Fuck them niggas.
Because earlier you asked for money, so you'll be able to pay for your sins.
Okay. Ian.
It depends on why I didn't save them. What was I doing that day?
Watching Formula 1.
But I think I'd rather. But who are these 10K people?
You see?
You're asking too many questions. Would you save them or would you not save them?
No, I think I would not.
You think you would not?
Yeah.
So
you know why?
why?
Less competition in this world.
Do you know that we all know that the billionaires of this world can save world hunger, but they don't.
Yeah,
so it's the same scenario.
I cannot save world hunger at the expense of a Maybach. Come on, guys. Like, I'll feel sad in the Maybach. I'm like, shit, 10K guys died.
You're the people who cry in a bed.
You can smell.
Also, I was going to say it depends. This 10K in Asia, because if they're in Asia,
They won't notice.
the
You guys
numbers
are adding too many terms and conditions.
the numbers won't.
They'll shoot immediately.
Mark, what's your answer?
To the people out there listening in Asia,
What's your answer?
I'm sorry for what my guys have said, but them niggas dead. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see the gentlemen of the tribe and where their minds are at. Do not be hoping to
By
be
the
saved.
time you know I could have saved 10K people, how many have I saved already? Sure. Cut me some
If you're
slack.
able to save 10K, it's probably because you've saved
You have
many
been
tens
saving
of
millions. Like, cut me some slack. Let me enjoy this Maybach.
Okay. Final question. Would you rather be able to detect any lie you hear or get away with any lie you tell?
Get away with any lie I tell. Detect lies. Do you know how heartbroken would be? Love you not. Like, I'll pay you next week. This idiot is joking. I'll not pay. A guy, you're like, your life would be so miserable.
Would it though? I think you'd be able to like catch people in their.
Imagine being
get what I
there
mean?
and Eric tells you he'll pick your call. You only know he won't.
Then you don't wait for it.
No, because even imagine things that, I don't know, things that make us feel good. You're in your nice, I was going to say shoes, but then, like you've bought your nice shades, you've put them on, and it's like, oh my God, you look good. You're like, she doesn't.
I would rather want to know for sure. I would really want to know for sure.
No, I think
because generally I'm not a liar, so that's easy.
No,
you
but
know?
but I think
Not.
no, but I think lies protect us from so much. I think I'd rather lie and I already do it and you don't find out. Let it say the way it is.
The lies you are telling, look at home. No, we need lies.
We need lies.
Yeah, they keep this thing moving. If you call me and I'm like 5 minutes away, you be patient and you wait. But if you know that I'm not 5 minutes away, then they are. When I arrive, what are we going to talk about?
Now we know how people should feel when you tell them to review their project.
So, in brief,
You'd rather be able to get away with any lie.
yeah, we have to lie.
Okay.
Already is doing it.
Well, when I told you the shots
Lie,
were kawa,
lie again.
Liar.
There's a song by Gideon.
Please don't confuse us. Don't confuse us, okay? You will sing after. First answer the question.
but also if you lie and get away with it, there's a lot you can do. I mean, all of them cop singers. Do you love me? I love you.
But you see,
That's the
even
Mayanja
for you,
style.
if you can tell every lie, when a cop tells you she loves you, like you would not waste your time.
Yeah.
Waste your time, but sometimes we need
If
these
she's
lies.
lying,
We
you won't waste
operate.
your
Two
time.
negatives make a positive. We operate.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Lie. Yeah, lie.
Like what? Like you'd rather be able to get away with telling your lies as you are already.
Me? Lie? The innocent Mayanja?
Stop it.
The innocent
Get out.
'Cause even
Already.
think about our parents.
Uh-huh.
Who's your favorite child? All of you are my favorite. No, it's clearly this one. Guy, you know.
But
For
let me ask you guys, you don't know that you're not your
I
parents'
know
favorite?
my mom's favorite. For me, there.
I feel like in your family, like you should know. Like,
Sorry, I know my sisters watch this. Mom loves us equally.
No, then you'll
Not.
stop lying to them. I feel like everyone knows. I feel like everyone knows. In your family, you can't not know if you're the favorite or
no,
not.
but even like regular stuff. You've wasted time. You've talked to a client. Yeah, business is coming to you. Sure.
But then that's the thing.
Payment
I
is
avoid
coming
having
next
to come
week.
back to tell you, please.
But
I'm following up.
You'd
Like,
just be so sad if you could figure out that people are
I
always
don't
lying.
think so.
I think you would.
Look, if
Okay,
you take
could
away
be.
the lies, it's going to be boring. You need some lies in there to keep it interesting.
That's
So
true.
to me
All those R&B songs will not mean anything.
And also lies give us hope, and we mostly
catch a
live off hope.
grenade.
Imagine not.
When Kohen says Sigani and Ayo Mutima Gwegugani.
But you see, he didn't tell a lie.
No,
but
he
he
was
said
blaming the heart. Him as him, he didn't want.
Interesting. I mean, guys, in the comment section,
and
tell us what you'd rather
If you
do.
could figure, he was not lying on Mutweno movie. The movie is going this side.
Was it wearing Felix's shoes?
Oh,
No, but guys, on the real though, tell us what you would choose from Damzy's questions in the comment section. Let's see who agrees with us and who.
At least now we know what you know. I know you guys are a bit better. Since we're on the start of this journey.
I knew that guys are winning.
and guys, this podcast, we really care about you guys. See, if you could tell that I was lying, guys, please.
No, you know what? Don't listen to Ian because we really do care about you people. We want you guys to consume the content. We want you to like. We want you to subscribe. We want you to stay here. We
Yeah.
want you to be part of these conversations. So, yes, Ian might be lying, but I'm not.
And
'cause
I'm definitely not lying about wanting you to send some command to 624404. That's 624404.
Before you go,
Yeah.
let me ask Damzy. Since you know where Mark's dead bodies are hidden,
Ooh.
imagine you are here for Adniati for a small drink.
Uh-huh.
Of course, Mark is with his cop Sinje.
Uh-huh.
But then another Sinje that Mark has been lying to walk in. But this Sinje is the hug you type, like, my guy is here. Let me show the world my guy is here. You as Mark's person, what do you do?
Wow. So fortunately, most of Mark's friends are my friends. So I'm coming to it.
Okay.
You know, most of and it's in his best interest, by the way, because now I can just confuse other one Sinja while he's sorting out his rubbish on the other end. You get what I mean? Because like, hey, we are friends. Yeah, first
Guys.
come, girl, let's go to the bathroom. You know, let's go. Come push me, shwi. We go. You know,
guys, get you a Damzy in your tribe. Get yourself a Damzy.
So, girls, you've heard.
no. By the way, no.
If you want to know why Mark has been operating the way he has been operating, there is someone who has been in his ear.
Very specific to Mark. In general, I'm not in agreement with such behavior. But somehow I still want him alive.
And somehow we're evil for telling you, right? You have these two criminals here, but I don't save 10,000 people and you're mad at me.
But hopefully now also you guys know more about Damzy.
Wow.
and why she chose to sit next to Mark.
Wow. But I didn't choose. They told me to sit here.
I always have to put someone between me and Ian and Felix's fights. Sorry, you're the
buffer.
Always protecting me. You got my back.
But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks to Damzy for accepting our invite to be a part of this journey.
Right? I mean, I accepted employment. Please, don't call it an invite like I'm going to go away.
Hopefully you restore order to this thing.
Please, I'm taking notes. Next week I'm going to come with new rules.
Because shots just come from either side. You can never be too sure whether you are sitting next to an enemy or a friend.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, but shout out to the team, Kagame, Bruce, Melody. Eric, who doesn't pick us, Hassan from the family Hassan, Shafiq, if you're watching, hopefully you're happy now. Damzy is a permanent he's a permanent person on the pod. To my co-hosts, guys, thanks for coming through.
Nice.
Keep sending those coins on 624404
so that we can buy you shoes.
Yes, and so that we can buy materials so that you can stitch your shorts. But if that doesn't work out, you can exchange shots with Eric and Bruce.
Even behind us is
But guys, see you next week.
We out.